Why are we acting like we're not going to see this brother before the season's over? Because unless Dillon Gabriel goes out there and play lights out, the Cleveland Browns are going to insert Shedeur Sanders at some point, and I think it's going to be maybe not sooner than later.
The leader, one of the leaders in yards and touchdowns and all those things. So there's excitement for Shedeur, there's hype for Shedeur, and honestly, he's the one that gives everybody just a little.
The Cleveland Browns have just made a move that's sending shockwaves through the NFL, naming Shedeur Sanders as the backup quarterback. Dillon Gabriel's career now feels like it's walking a tightrope, and one wrong move could send it all crashing down. Analysts are already weighing in, and it's clear. This isn't just any backup role. Many believe this is a sign that Sanders is rapidly closing in on making himself the starter for the Browns. With Stefanski's decision, it's like a ticking time bomb has been strapped to Dillon Gabriel's back, and the clock is ticking. At any moment, that bomb could go off, and a quarterback change could be on the horizon. What does this mean for Gabriel's future? Is Sanders the next big thing, or will Gabriel rise to the challenge? We're diving deep into the potential impact of this bold move and what it could mean for the Browns' future. Stay tuned.
I think the big thing there is all of us play our role throughout the weekend on Sunday, and obviously that backup quarterback role is a little bit different. We're doing everything we can to support the starter, and then you have to be ready in a moment's notice. That's just the life of backup players at every position, and we've said that here over the years all the time, that you have to stay ready.
Kevin Stefanski has weighed in on the situation, making it clear that his decision wasn't influenced by any outside pressure. He stressed that his main focus was making sure the starting quarterback has a reliable backup, ready to step in at a moment's notice. Stefanski pointed out that every player, no matter their role, has to be ready to take over when the time comes, because circumstances can shift unexpectedly. He's confident that Shedeur Sanders is prepared for that opportunity when it presents itself. This only adds to the mounting pressure on Dillon Gabriel, who now knows that his spot isn't guaranteed. And Dillon Gabriel's concerns are completely justified, as Shedeur Sanders is putting in the work to be ready for any chance that comes his way. He's been seen practicing well beyond regular hours, pushing himself to maintain top physical condition and stay sharp for whatever opportunities may present themselves. But his dedication goes beyond just fitness. He's also fine-tuning his throwing mechanics, focusing on making his passes quicker and more precise. Each training session is getting him closer to being the kind of quarterback who can cut through defenses with pinpoint accuracy. Sanders isn't sitting idly by, waiting for his shot. He's putting in the effort to make sure that when the time comes, he'll be more than ready to take control. Shedeur Sanders has not only won over the coaching staff, but he's also gaining the support of the veteran players in the locker room, who are speaking highly of his readiness. This creates an even more challenging situation for Dillon Gabriel, as the growing backing from the locker room is putting additional pressure on Kevin Stefanski to get Sanders game ready. The confidence in Shedeur Sanders extends beyond the coaching staff and into the locker room, where veterans believe he's on track to earn his place and succeed. Myles Garrett, a key leader on the team, has been particularly vocal about Sanders' relentless dedication. He pointed out how rare it is to see a player who consistently outworks everyone else, arriving before dawn and staying late after practice. What truly sets Sanders apart is his commitment to improvement. He's always seeking feedback from coaches on how to elevate his game, stand out, and become the best. This drive and work ethic are exactly what make him a standout, especially at the quarterback position, where leadership and dedication are crucial.
As a veteran, what's impressed you the most on how he's approached the game?
The time he takes, showing up early. Coach's office is easily seen when you walk in the building, and almost every morning you see him in there, talking through plays, talking through schemes with coach, and making sure that he's ready for his moment when he gets called up.
Myles Garrett also praised Shedeur Sanders for his unwavering commitment and relentless work ethic, emphasizing that the respect Sanders is receiving is well-earned through his consistent dedication. Garrett specifically highlighted Sanders' maturity, a quality he believes every player should strive for. He feels this maturity is a key part of Sanders' exceptional approach to the game, and it's something that truly deserves recognition. For Garrett, it's this rare combination of maturity and commitment that sets Sanders apart, not just as a player, but also as a leader on the team. The support for Shedeur Sanders didn't stop with Myles Garrett. Jerry Jeudy has also thrown his full backing behind Sanders, joining Garrett in urging head coach Kevin Stefanski to make him the backup quarterback. Jeudy expressed his frustration over the Browns' hesitation to name Sanders as the starting quarterback, especially with Joe Flacco no longer on the roster. Despite the mounting media buzz and growing fan support for Sanders, Stefanski has remained hesitant to name him QB1. This ongoing indecision has only intensified the debate about the team's quarterback situation. Jerry Jeudy's support for Shedeur Sanders goes beyond just backing him. He underscored how vital Sanders has been to the team since day one. Jeudy pointed out that, like Dillon Gabriel, Sanders has consistently been one of the most dedicated players, showing up from the start of OTAs and putting in the work. He stressed that Shedeur has earned his complete trust, proving himself as someone the team can count on in critical moments. Jeudy is confident that when the time comes, Sanders will demonstrate exactly why he deserves to be the starter.
A better chance of winning games. So, of course, I wish all those plays connected, but, it's football. It's not going to be perfect all the time.
Bailey have worked so far?
I got a lot of trust with those guys. Those guys been here since OTAs and since minicamp. They've been doing their thing. So we got.
The pressure on Dillon Gabriel is intensifying as Shedeur Sanders continues to gain support from every corner of the Browns organization. Key figures like Myles Garrett and Jerry Jeudy have thrown their full backing behind Sanders, with both emphasizing his relentless work ethic, maturity, and readiness to step up when the moment comes. Sanders' commitment to the team has not gone unnoticed, and his growing confidence and skill are pushing him closer to earning the starting role. Not only has Sanders earned the respect of his teammates, but he has also proven himself to be one of the most consistent players on the roster, showing up from OTAs and putting in the work every day. His dedication is setting him apart as someone the team can rely on when things matter most, making it clear that he's ready for the challenge ahead. Jerry Jeudy, in particular, has made it clear that Sanders has earned his full trust and that, when the opportunity arises, he'll prove why he deserves the starting spot. But the pressure on Gabriel is growing. With the team leaders all on Sanders' side and the mounting media and fan support behind him, the next game could be the moment that decides everything. The fans are likely to rally behind Sanders, pushing for him to get more playing time. And with that kind of external pressure, Gabriel's position as QB1 is at risk. The ticking clock is getting louder, and Dillon Gabriel's job could be in jeopardy if he doesn't perform. The team's quarterback situation is reaching a boiling point, and the outcome of the next game could change everything for Gabriel. The heat is on, and his future is uncertain. What do you think, though? Will Dillon Gabriel rise to the challenge, or is it only a matter of time before Shedeur Sanders takes over as the starting quarterback? Can Gabriel withstand the mounting pressure from teammates, coaches, and fans, or will Sanders' relentless work ethic and growing support push him to the front of the line? With the next game just around the corner, do you believe the Browns should make the switch to Sanders, or should they stick with Gabriel for a bit longer? How much influence do you think the locker room and fan base will have in shaping Stefanski's decision? Let us know your thoughts. This quarterback battle is heating up, and we want to hear from you.